In this video, I'm going to be going through the Polish chicken, and stay tuned to the end because I'm going to be talking about their egg laying capabilities as well as their temperament overall as a breed for you. All right, without further ado, let's get into it. So are you ready to meet with a fun, friendly, quirky chicken with personality and good looks? Well, wait no more. Here they are. The Polish chicken has a long history, with much of it lost in the midst of time. It's become a beloved by chickenistas worldwide. There really isn't another bird that comes close to being as outrageously blessed with head feathers that are unique in that respect. They sport 1970s hairdo. Need I say more? So let's first start off with the history of the Polish chicken breeds. Truly, the origins are unclear about this bird. There are several anecdotal stories of how it came into Europe. My favorite story is that in 1736, the King of Poland was unseated and fled to France. With him in his luggage, he brought his beloved Polish chickens. They became the darlings of French society at the time, being loved by the French aristocracy, and from then on, their future was assured. As romantic as this might seem, it is doubtful to be true. The truth is probably more mundane. The first real mention of them comes from the Netherlands, where they are possibly imported from Spain. It's thought that the name Polish was derived from the Old Dutch word pol for a large head. There are paintings of this bird from the 15th century where it seems to be part of everyday life, so it has been around for a long time. It was declared a thoroughbred in the 16th century by the Dutch. Polish traveled from Europe to England in the 1700s and eventually finding their way to the USA between 1830 and 1840. It was initially imported as a good white egg layer, but was later surpassed by the white leghorn for superior egg laying. Now, its reputation as a good egg layer was eclipsed by its unusual appearance and became an ornamental breed and was bred for appearance rather than eggs. It also goes under Padon, Poland, or Tofats. Now let's talk about the recognized variety and breeds. Polish chickens come in standard and bantam size, and the American Poultry Association recognizes both in their standards book. The Polish are classified as a continental breed. The types, colors, and year of recognition by the APA are as follows. In 1874, non-bearded, white-crested black, golden, silver, and white. In 1883, bearded golden, silver, white, and buff-laced. In 1938, non-bearded buff-laced. In 1963, non-bearded white-crested blue. In the later years of the 20th century, another variety has emerged, the Tolbunt. It's a stunning mix of white, brown, and black, a real head-turner. The APA does not yet accept this color, but I think it's only a matter of time. Now let's talk about the appearance. It's hard to mistake a Polish chicken. You'll be able to tell right away because they will have a pom-pom hairdo, which is fairly neat and tidy. On the other hand, the rooster looks like a wild thing, with the feathers giving a bad hair day impression. Both sexes' head feathers grow up and then cascade over their head and faces, sometimes causing visual problems. The head crest is supported by a bony prominence that arises from the skull. Polish chickens can also be bearded depending on their variety, which sees a profusion of feathers around the head and face. The rooster has the unusual red V-shaped comb, which often gets lost in its head feathers. Earlobes are white and wattles are red. The coloring of the legs is gray. They have 4 toes to each foot. The feet and legs should not have any feathering. The male bird can attain a weight of around 6 pounds, while the hen is usually around 4.5 pounds. They are a white skin bird. Now let's talk about the egg production capabilities. But before I do, please be sure to like the video and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Also subscribe to our website, thehappychickencoop.com. If you subscribe using the link in the description, you'll receive a free ebook on the 10 best egg-laying chicken breeds. All right, let's get into that egg production, shall we? Well, the egg production of Polish chickens can be widely variable depending on the line of breeding. If you want a reliable daily egg layer, it would be wise to choose another breed since the Polish are so variable. In general, they will lay a fair amount of white, medium, large eggs. The average is around 150 eggs per year. As I've already noted, they will rarely brood, although it is not unknown for them to be broody. I couldn't find any accurate information on the mother hen's parenting ability, so I am just going to assume it's a fairly rare occurrence as well. As far as the pecking order goes, Polish chickens tend to be low in the pecking order since they have such a mild and calm temperament. Most other chickens can't resist pulling those head feathers, leading to bald chickens or worse. Polishes are great foragers in the yard and can fly fairly well, so beware of them roosting in trees. They are also pretty hardy. They tolerate most climates well, outside of the fact that in the winter, just keep an eye on those head feathers. Just make sure they don't get wet. Many breeders move their flocks inside a draft-proofed building in areas of freezing and damp winters because of that. Now, as far as their health issues and special needs go, they need to be carefully watched for the first few weeks of life due to the bony head prominence. This prominence does not knit together immediately, so one well-aimed peck to the head could kill or seriously injure the chick. Crest and beard, if present, should be checked frequently and regularly for infestations of lice or mites and treated accordingly. Feathers that impede vision should be trimmed, like I said earlier, so that the bird can see. If you show or exhibit your birds, cutting the feathers will not be feasible though during show season. The Polish chicken doesn't differ greatly in health problems from any other chicken other than what I've talked about so far. Folks who show their Polish take great pains and a lot of time. They prepare their birds to be looking their finest on judging days. If you think you might be interested in getting into showing your Polish chickens, contact the Polish Breeders Club. I'll link to that in the description. These birds' overall docility and temperament make them great project birds for kids in local county fairs, since they are always a bird that will attract looks and comments. So is this chicken breed the right one for you? The Polish really shines in the show or exhibition area, whether it be your local agricultural show or a top poultry show. If you think you might like a bird that is a pleasure to work with and sure to attract many comments, this could be your ideal bird. Although buying a show line bird is expensive, there are many Polish out there that are inexpensive to buy and can be show quality birds. You have to shop around after doing your homework on the standard of perfection for the Polish. You need to know that much work goes into preparing birds for the top shows, but the local county shows are a bit more forgiving. These are the places to start getting a taste of all that is involved. If, on the other hand, you want birds for the kids 4-H project, that is easy to work with and docile, not inclined to peck or have temper tantrums, the Polish could fit your needs very well. The 4-H projects emphasize hands-on learning, so having a bird that can be handled frequently and thrive is a true blessing. The majority of folks buy Polish for their backyard flocks as something just different. They are a bird sure to make you smile when you see them. They are good to raise with small kids in mind because they are gentle in their nature, and children seem to be unable to resist holding and cuddling them, all of which the Polish hen will tolerate very well. This breed does pretty well with confinement as well, and due to its inquisitive nature and impeded eyesight, it's probably best to keep them confined for safety unless you're continuously trimming those head feathers. It will certainly need dry quarters for the winter months. The head feathering can be a big issue once they get wet and then freeze. The only thing I will say about 4-H projects and kids handling the Polish chicken is these chickens can be a little bit nervous and flighty, and it's probably because their visual ability can get impeded by their feathers. So that's just something to take into account if you want this chicken for your family or for 4-H projects. All in all, this is a quirky bird to sure bring a smile to your face when you see them. They may not be prolific egg layers, but are certainly worthy of a spot in your flock for the visual appearance alone. They are currently listed as a watch status on the American Livestock Breed Conservancy. This means their numbers are low and are carefully being monitored. It would be really a shame if the last king of Poland went to all that trouble as far as running away from his country and taking those chickens with him, only for the breed to become extinct. But regardless, I hope you will consider adding this beautiful bird to your must-have list. The Polish chicken is a fun chicken to have in your flock. While flighty, they are a great conversation starter for those looking to decorate their flock with this ornamental breed. That's going to do it for us over here. If you like this video, be sure to check out this one over here. Thanks for listening. If you like our content, if you find it interesting, please be sure to like the video and subscribe. With that, I hope you have a great day. We'll talk to you soon.